I want to talk to you guys quickly about inspiration and how I draw inspiration from my surroundings, whether it be nature, whether it be an urban scape, or whether it be in the city, or it'll be just a little bit of solitude. So one of my favorite things to do for inspiration is come down to my local woods. I have quite a few local woods around from where I live, and I just love coming here because, listen to it, it's quiet. There's nobody around. It's beautiful. It gives us time to reflect, and being with nature, watching the birds fly, listening to the rustle of the trees, especially now in autumn. It's all yellow and it's beautiful. I just can't stop looking around. So this is where I draw a lot of inspiration from, is nature, because my background is naturally landscape photography. So I wanted to start my daily vlog series off by talking about inspiration and where you can find your inspiration and how you can find inspiration and how you should take inspiration and utilize that inspiration for yourselves. My number one thing that I say to people about inspiration: find what makes you happy, no matter what. It's like me, going out into nature, going for a walk, going for a hike. That is something that I absolutely love doing, and I love doing that by myself. I don't like doing it with other people because they take away from this quietness, this solitude, this, how can I put it, this time alone for me to reflect. So walking is also another big inspiration piece for me. When I was commuting into London, I was doing a lot of walking, I was doing a lot of thinking, I was finding a lot of creativity. I was finding a lot of creativity by doing a lot of walking. So I wanted to make sure that this creativity never stops and this inspiration never stops. And I think we are so quick to lose inspiration because we're either sitting in front of a computer and we are not walking away from the computer, and we're looking at other images, we're looking at other people's vlogs and blogs and videos, and we're like, oh goodness, we can't create this because it's just too much. So I find that getting away from the computer at least once a day for an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours if you can afford that. I know a lot of you guys are working and you can't just be up and leave. But the thing is to go and find that inspiration. Take 60 minutes a day, go find some sort of inspiration. It doesn't have to be in your woods like I am at the moment. It can be anywhere, just go find it and embrace it. That's the core message from this video, is to go out and just find the inspiration you need to go and create something. And that is the core piece as well, is creation. Go create something. Whether you're a sewing goddess or you're a go and create something, go do it. This is the best thing you can actually do, is get out, get away from your computer, get away from your normal thing. Is if you go running, for example, if you go running down the road and you do a lot of running from your house, come to the woods, run in the woods, give it a try, see if that inspires you to do something great. We are all inspired to do something bigger and better and amazing. That's how we are programmed as human beings. So this is the whole point of my video, and I wanted to create, like I said, I want to create these daily vlogs to talk about very important things like inspiration. And as we progress on, we'll be talking about COVID and being creative at home in COVID. And I want my vlogs to be very creative and find inspiration where there is no inspiration. That is the core thing. Sorry about coming back into the office after telling you about inspiration and you need to get out and things like that. I just want to tell you a little bit about what happened to me today. I use this to do a lot of my vlogging and my handheld talking to camera shots, because the rig that I've got here is actually quite heavy, so I don't use that often when I go out. because it's got a screen on and a mic and a handle and a cage, and yeah, it becomes just a little heavy to hold. I mean, my Joby Gorilla Pod is I want to just say is a little bit sketchy holding it up because it is quite a weight. But anyway, getting back to this, so I have this little camera and I use this a lot, and I have this adapter with the mic, and I put this in and I talk to the camera. The only little problem is, and I didn't notice this, was the mic was ever so slightly out, so my footage has no audio. Annoying nonetheless, but it's happened, and we move on and we learn from that, and that is to always make sure that this is plugged in properly. I can only assume that I had this plugged in, and with me walking it wobbled out or whatever the case may be, so I have no audio, so hence why I'm talking to you now in my office. And I've just decided to put the camera on, shoot it as it is, and make it a real video instead of putting the lights on and the blue lights, the beautiful soft light here. I'm going to make this raw because this is the whole point of these vlogs. They are supposed to be as raw as can be. So I just want to get back to what I was trying to say in the videos that I had no audio to. So inspiration is completely subjective. It is entirely up to what you find as inspiration. I find inspiration in nature. I find inspiration in being alone and a little bit of solitude. That's where I find inspiration. So it's entirely up to you guys as to what you find as inspiration. I also want to touch very lightly on the subject of mental health. I think it's vitally important that in today's society, and I'm not talking about in the last 10, 20 years of society, I'm talking about in the last 6 months of society. With COVID that's going on, mental health is a very important issue and it shouldn't be overlooked. And if you're struggling or you're suffering from mental health, no matter how big your problem is, reach out to somebody. So I hope that this video has helped you to go and find inspiration and go and create some inspiration for yourselves. You can leave a comment if there's been anything in this video that's helped you find inspiration, and please share your inspiration with us.